What's up, y'all? This is Captain Diesel here, coming to you live with a workout in which I did not create. This workout was actually from Rex Rumble 8, which is a competition I did last summer. And this workout focuses on a mixture of leg work, shoulder mobility, strength and conditioning, and lactic tolerance, endurance, and most importantly, technique. And the workout I'm going to be doing today is called Griptastic, and it consists of an 8-minute AMRAP of 10 deadlifts, hang power cleans or hang cleans, 6 front squats, 4 shoulders or overheads, and 2 thrusters for as many rounds or reps as possible. And I'm going to demonstrate those 5 movements to you right now. Here we go. Alright, so that first movement we have is the deadlift, in which I'll be using this rucksack for in place of the barbell. I'll also be using this rucksack for all the other 4 movements I'll be doing and demonstrating to you guys momentarily. But first, the deadlift, what that looks like is stand behind the bar, right? Each rep starts from the ground. Flat back, butt down. Keep the bar close. Deadlift, stand up at the top. And make sure you lock out. I'll show you again. Flat back, butt down. Keep the bar close. Deadlift, stand up and lock out at the top. That equals 1. Now I'll be doing 10. Now, for that hang clean, there's 2 ways to do it. After your 10th rep, you can either drop the bar and reset, and then start from the deadlift position again. Dip, drive, clean, stand up at the top. I'll show you again. The second way is you can to do that hang power clean is after your 10th rep of the deadlift. You don't even have to drop the bar if you don't want to. You can just go straight into that hang power clean. Dip, stand up at the top. I'll show you again. Dip, shrug, high pull, stand up at the top. That equals 1. I'll be doing 8 reps of that. But keep in mind that the hang power clean is not to be confused with a regular power clean. As a regular power clean, you start from the ground. The hang power clean, you start from the deadlift position. Like, for example, say I go for my first hang power clean, but I do it from the ground instead. That's a no rep. It has to be from the hang. I've made that mistake twice in competitions I've done. Now, the next movement we have is front squat. And what that looks like is it's also 2 ways to do this movement. After your 8th hang power clean, you can either after your 8th power clean, you can go right into that front squat, or you can drop the bar, reset, and then use that squat clean technique for your first rep. keep in mind the front squats, like any other squat, it's very crucial. You want to make sure that you go right into that full depth squat. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. And when I say full depth squat, I mean hips back, knees out, squat down below parallel, or hip crease below knee crease. You stand up, you stand all the way up. That equals 1. And I'll be doing 6 reps of that movement. The next movement we have is shoulders to overhead. Don't know why they called it that, but shoulder to overhead, you can either do a push jerk or a push press. Now if you're doing a push press, it's one dip. You dip, you drive, and lock out at the top, and make sure you push your head through. Now if you were to do that push jerk, however, it's 2 dips. Like from the rack, dip, drive, punch, dip, lock out, and stand up at the top. That equals 1. Or that third option is you can do is that strict press, which is no dips at all. Straight push. And that's a strict press. And that's the definition of shoulder to overhead. Now I'll be doing 4 reps of those. The 5th movement that we have is the thruster. And what that looks like is you can either keep the barbell on your shoulders and go right into that thruster, or you can drop the bar, reset, hips back, back flat, butt down. Use that squat clean technique, and then press and push your head through. And that equals 1. I'll be doing 2 thrusters in that order. And once again, I'll be doing all 5 of those functional movements for 8 minutes, as many rounds or reps as possible. And the goal is to get as many rounds as possible. If you can, try to finish 3 rounds, or even if you finish 2 rounds in 8 minutes, that's still kudos to you too, because you're putting in the work and the effort, and that's what counts. I mean, yes, this workout, Griptastic, is really designed to go balls out. What I mean by when I say balls out, meaning like you get through each functional movement and reps as quick and efficient as possible. But you also want to focus on technique too, and always keep your momentum, and that's important, especially when doing these movements. I would much rather you let me scratch that. Well, once again, this workout is designed to get through all 5 movements as quick and efficient as possible. But you also don't want to rush through the reps and the movements. And you never ever want to cheat reps. That's the last thing you want to do. Nobody likes a cheater. So in that case, a rushed rep is going to result in a no rep anyway. So take your time and do each repetition correctly. And but also transition to the next movement as quick as possible. And if you're, and yes, you can rest as needed, but if you do, make sure it's a quick rest, and then get back into your next round, or finish your set of reps of whatever movement you started with. All right, so that's basically the whole workout. And without further ado, here's Griptastic. Let's get it. And that was today's workout. Griptastic. 8 minutes, as many rounds as possible. This workout right here, it's no joke. It'll definitely get you going. I finished 5 or 6 rounds compared to last year, even though I used a rucksack. But weight is weight. And I crushed it nevertheless. So bravo on that. But yeah, like I said, this workout is really meant for you to move as fast and quick as possible in 8 minutes. But you also want to make sure you're doing each repetition correctly. You never want to rush reps, and you never want to go too hot, especially in the first round. Always pick your pace and keep it throughout the... Always pick your pace in the first round. And keep that pace as you progress. Because what happens is you try to go full speed in the first 2 rounds. You'll eventually tire out and you start slowing down. So that's why I always say pace yourself. And focus on technique. The speed and accuracy will come as you master technique of each functional movement. And another tip I forgot to mention in this workout, Griptastic, is you want to try to hold on to the bar as long as you can throughout the entire 5 movements. Until you get to the last one. Which is 2 thrusters. Once those are done, you can feel free to drop the bar, take a quick sip of water, but make sure you transition back to the bar as soon as possible. And another tip too is you want to try to do all of your movements unbroken. It's not required, but it does help. It's also very effective too in completing more rounds and more efficient reps, especially in a competition. One thing you don't ever want to do is cheat your reps. That's a no-no. And that's one rule in CrossFit that no athlete should ever break, ever. Especially in a competition. Because when you cheat your reps, you only cheat yourself. And it can also cause you to be disqualified from a competition or from competitions as well. So don't cheat your reps ever. And don't rush either. And don't rush your reps either. And take your time and do each one correctly. Because it's not about who has the highest score or who has the fastest time in a workout, or and I get it. I get it. I get it. We want to have the highest score, and especially in Metcon workouts. But all that'll come with technique and efficiency. When I first started CrossFit, I wasn't the fastest athlete. I was just getting my feet wet myself. So, and I was once a beginner. I'm an intermediate, but I'm still learning. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I don't know about fitness. It's a lot of stuff that I'm still learning along the way, as well as life too. But that's part of life, is acknowledging what you don't know and learning new things as you go. So yeah, this doesn't just apply to CrossFit, basketball, or any type of sport. It applies to everyday life too. And I encourage y'all to apply it to y'all lives too. Apply this message to y'all lives too, and never forget it. Never stop learning. And never ever forget where you come from, where you came from. Because we all start from the bottom at one point. And some of us, or most of us, if not all, evolved and are successful today because of the people that helped us along the way. So never take life for granted. Always be humble about yourself, about your accomplishments, and about your success. And never forget about the people that helped you get where you are today. And that's what I want to share with y'all today on this fine Saturday. And one last thing too is success takes time. Hold up, let me rephrase that. I'm out of proportion. Like as I was saying, success requires patience, and all great things take time. And this doesn't just apply to fitness or any form of sports. It applies to your life as well, whether it's on the job or outside of the workplace. Success requires patience, and great things take time. I'm still learning that today. And now I'm passing it along. I'm passing it along to y'all. And that's my weekend post-workout devotion for today. I appreciate y'all, and truly. And I'll see you in the next video. And oh yeah, be sure to let me scratch that. By the way, this video as well as all of my other videos can be found on my Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube page. And if y'all like the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Until next time, I'm Captain Diesel. Keep striving. Keep striving for greatness. Keep grinding each day. And what else? Never be afraid to take one step at a time. Because like I said, little progress is better than no progress. And also, even if it's just baby steps. You're one step closer to a breakthrough. So, never give up and never give in. Whether your days may be productive or not, keep striving to be better each day. It all starts with you. It's rehab time. Let's get it.